Today we have Mr. Sushanta Ghosh, sir, COO Head Green Steel, ACME Group, with us today. Sir, I have few questions. Going ahead with the first question, do you feel the adoption of green steel in India is merely driven by CBAM, or companies are serious about the idea, or you think under the government policy push to reduce emissions?
Thank you. It is all together. Today's this high heat of 46 degrees centigrade summer, I think it is one of the worst today, and it is all are linked. So one is weather, one is sustainability, one is water, and one is government policies, and CBAM is only it is like a kind of a higher level a book which drive the path, but it has got every merit to drive, and every company is on that way. Tomorrow's war will be on water. Tomorrow's war will be on water. Like we say, war will be on uh, other aspects, and it will be on water. That water is critical, very, very critical today in terms of we don't have much water today. That's why if you see the coal gasification, which requires a lot of water, China is rivers are drying, their rivers are dried up. So this problem has to be solved technically. And those, I think we have to all have to work out on this without any barrier to come on that.
Okay, thank you, sir. Moving ahead to the next question, do you think renewable energy will be in shaping India's competitiveness in low carbon manufacturing, majorly solar?
Yes, indeed, it is correct. But India does not have a grid to accommodate that. We have got a single grid which is keep on delivering coal-based power to solar power, and that grid. And the grid average CO2 levels is close to 500 or 600 kg, where solar itself is about less than 20 kg. So in terms of CO2, we need to have a dedicated grids, and dedicated sustainability of the grid is critical, which we don't have. Second important part of this aspect is cost of power. India's cost of power has to be further lowered down. As I mentioned in my seminar, there will be a 10 paisa postcard can fly from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. So the cost of solar should be less than 10 paisa per kilowatt hour, or cost of India's power. That is only possible when we have these upcoming technologies like perovskite or terrestrial power will be on place. And the days will come on that, I'm sure.
Sure, sir. The next question is, how practical is hydrogen for the steel production in India, sir?
It is very, very practical. Not direct injection of hydrogen, but you have to have a different application. As I mentioned, I think Alok is giving a presentation today. In situ decarbonization of blast furnace is our main theme. Today, you can't just retire those blast furnaces. So those blast furnaces need some indirect injections of hydrogen through DRI. That is only possible through this. Europe is doing it. We have customers in Europe. They are doing it. And unfortunately, Indian steel plants are not that keen to do it or in situ. They are talking about foreign technologies like Easy Max and so on and so forth. I'm not against any technology or against any part of that story, but we have to have our own story. Our own story is in situ decarbonization. It's not that you develop another asset, another high value capex. And today's another problem is the cost of fund. Today, if you do a project today, and because majority are coming from abroad, so it will be on US dollar. How to hedge the US dollar? The hedging cost of US dollar, it was about 1.5% to 1 to 1.5%. Today banks are asking about 8% hedging cost. How to do the project on that? So there will be natural escalation of capex through this. It's not the hard capex, but through this indirect capex. Cost of fund is an important story, and that has to be solved through us, by us. And hydrogen is one of the solutions for that.
Yeah. How much time do you see for the companies to adopt these technologies, considering high capex, safety issues, S2 transport infrastructure are required to be addressed?
I think if companies wish, it can be done immediately, but it's a real wish and coordination which is required, and strong rulings are required. Sometimes I think we are too democratic in these approaches. Too much of democracy may not be good. You have to do a ruling that do it, like China has done. China has closed all the induction furnaces. You know that? Why China? In Vietnam has closed all the induction furnaces 10 years back. We are still there. You can't say because it is serving a major part of unorganized labors. So problem is overall economics, but we have to have that.
Thank you, sir. Last but not the least, how would you describe your experience at the Metalogic PMS event in terms of insights and networking that has been shared today so
Not
far?
only shared today, past also it is all the time fabulous. That's why we are all coming.
Yeah.
Although our office in Gurgaon, but that's why we all come to see the old colleagues in the industry. At least twice in a year, we see it. That's thanks for that, and congratulations to all of you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Congratulations to your founder also. Thank you.